Our next speaker is Lawrence Wong. Lawrence is the co-founder and chief solution architect of PE Chain. PE Chain is the goal of PE Chain is to create a trade-free sandbox where governments and companies can make a variety of finance innovations within a controllable range, as well as enables the entrepreneurs feel free to experiment with a variety of related innovation business. Let's welcome Lawrence Wong.
Okay, thank you. Hello. Thank you, Christine. So basically, let me test this, make sure that, okay. So welcome everybody, and it's an honor to be here at GDIS to chat about PE Chain. So PE Chain, or the point earning chain, is the very first global decentralized business points redemptions platform or network. So there is a tremendous potential for a platform like PE Chain, because it allows multiple participants in groups to verify storage, generate updates, access transfer, perform clearance settlements, essentially to create liquid assets out of points which are currently centralized points, for example, like the airline points. So they offer very limited scenarios. The points are dispersed among various issuers. For example, you cannot pool basically your, let's say, American Airlines points with Singapore Airlines and so on. And there are other shortcomings such as complicated redemptions. They are quite almost impossible to transfer or to gift. And there are built-in expiration dates, and there's also data monopoly by the issuer. So essentially, a lot of points, like airline points, ended up as magazine subscriptions, which you don't even want to read anyway. But that's the only thing they are good for. So the PE Chain, we believe, are the first to provide point access, issuance, authorization, settlements. It has uniqueness and completeness within its own ecosystem. So it is also very user-friendly, user-oriented. Basically, you can have traditional merchants, e-commerce platforms, consumers, point brokers, as well as big data, SaaS service providers, developers, factories, as well as manufacturers who will be brought into the system as we roll out. So this is a high-level solutions architecture map with all the stakeholders involved. So we also provide KYC for all the above stakeholders except consumers. So the advantages of our solution will be to provide very high performance, multi-party participation, as well as data sovereignty. Again, this is a chart for showing multiple merchants and multiple currencies, multiple cryptocurrencies and points. And then basically the service will be truly multi-regional, multinational, multi-currency, and multi-language, whatever. I can go on and on. But the priorities will be USA and North America, like Canada and China, Europe, and so on. So these are the multiple layers. There are consensus mechanisms, safety guarantees, sidechain, DApp, so all the usual stuff. But you can see at the high level, there's the main chain, which essentially carries the main blocks storing hash value from the independent side chains. So this way, we have the advantage of the main chain essentially being robust and isolated from attacks on the side chains and failure. So if side chain A, for the merchants, they're under attack and they fail, so the other side chains of the system, let's say on side B, they'll continue to function as usual, and they'll be able to recover after the attack is dealt with. So we use depots and practical Byzantine fault tolerance mechanism to handle safety. Essentially, to ensure a fast rollout, we're using Ethereum virtual machine derived virtual machine as an execution environment for smart contracts. And it's also Turing complete by definition. So besides all these characteristics, it also allows decentralized exchange. As you can see, there's sidechain A of merchants and sidechain B of different group of merchants. So let's say sidechain A is an airline's point system, and sidechain B are, socks vendors. And Christmas is coming, and you have too many points, but not enough socks to give to your nephews and nieces. So this will be an out-of-the-box system to very easily and basically exchange them for the items that you actually desire. Yes, and the merchants, they can also individually run this to form alliances, and they can also create their own side chains, interfaces to be called upon by other DApps. So we'll skip this. This is pretty standard. Registration, point issuance, wallets, points management, these are all pretty standard. So we do have an enhanced platform, blockchain as a service. So this will allow stable operations, enable merchants to create and run their own DApps with essentially cloning and subscribing to our service. We can also help with registration, issuance, and circulation of points. There's software clients, wallets, PC, and also as mobile endpoint wallets. So compared with POW systems, PE chain will have higher performance, and because we can deal with hash tree only, and then compare with POS, it reduces the number of nodes in verification and record keeping. So we also have partners that we work on to enable high performance TPS network on the order of hundreds of thousands and confirmation within several seconds, which is probably an order of magnitude better than a lot of the existing systems. So dev environments, well, we support JavaScript, Solidity, and essentially other popular languages like Golang, C++, Python to come. So deployment is basically through GitHub, and you can easily see the deploy apps in the app mall. So this is a high-level diagram. You can see the point mall system and the various stakeholders, supply chains, merchants, end user. Basically, I think this is pretty standard. So our roadmap is basically running smoothly along. We had the first round of ICO, $2 million US. And then as soon as we complete the next round, security audit, and then listing on coin exchanges, including Fcoin in China. Our apps hosted on servers, data centers in US, in China, will go online. So this is our management team and distinguished board advisors. So I hope I have introduced you enough, and you can contact me basically at the email, LinkedIn, WeChat. Sorry, no Facebook.
Yeah.
So, okay, basically, as Charles, our founder, said, make ordinary people great. Charles, you want to come on stage too? Thank you, everyone. So, do we have any time for questions? Okay, thank you.